And it's an organic process.
It is
and
an
it's the
organic.
lessons along the way. And if you look at the next phase, I mean, talking about lessons along the way, adolescence is where we learn a lot of our lessons. You know, we all know what adolescence feels like, a tumultuous time. It's a time where you're questioning authority, you know, you're rocking foundations of the status quo, making some dreadful decisions, making some good decisions, but this is the time to smash paradigms.
Yeah.
And this is the time to break through. And it's also a time where if you're held well and you're allowed to make some decisions, if you can question things, then find out, well, this is why, this is the bigger picture, things can really change, and you can use that restless energy, you know, to take you the next step. Like, what would that look like in a career?
I guess, Dado, you know, the word rebellious comes up, and for a lot of people, it would be a word of a negativity. For me, rebellious just says, you know what, this system needs to have another perspective to it. So it might look like now, I'm going to create my own programs. I'm going to step out of the box and start doing my own marketing. I'm going to work my own hours. I want to really try and formulate now this into being me.
Is this where a lot of people break out, is it?
Yeah,
and
I feel
go out
it
on
is.
their own?
I feel it is.
Is that the time?
Is it the right time or the wrong time? Once again, there's no wrong or right. Is it the optimal time? Maybe not. Because you used a beautiful word there before when you said, you know, if they're held right. And I feel that if we can be held long enough that when it is time to go into our own space or into our own environment, that's when you really flourish.
Yeah.
Because the confidence, the execution, the application now becomes such that it is so polished, it is so effective, and you are servicing so well that there is just success, and that's all you get. But I feel not being held long enough in that time frame of the adolescence is where we are probably starting to wane, and we're not getting the outcomes or the solutions that our clients deserve. And it's important before we get to that adulthood, Davo, there's a period there now that we were finding with our kids that, you know, from 17 to 22, 3, 4, where they want the freedom, but with freedom comes responsibility.
Sure.
If you can still be there to give them the guiding hand, to answer the question, but allow them to make the decision, as you say, and have them held, then the success is going to be far deeper and far greater, not just for you, the person who's evolving, but for the relationships you have with your clients, with your business owners, with your past bosses, and with future business relationships.
And I think that a lot of our great fitness people are leaving toward the end of adolescence because they're disillusioned.
Yeah.
You know, so we pack up, we leave home, but we go in directions where, you know, perhaps we're not going to be as fulfilled.
Yeah.
Whereas if we could have been directed, trusted,
Yeah.
and had that nurturing relationship, you know, perhaps we could have taken that footing and that questioning to the next step, which is adulthood.